I'm done with you, bro. We don't need you anymore. Celeste stood before the board, heels clicking on the floor. I sat by the projector, silent, expressionless. Travis stood beside her, a smug smile on his lips. Board members whispered and chuckled in agreement. Alina lowered her head, fingers clenched, avoiding my gaze. I slowly stood, looking at Celeste with a smile. She cut me off mid-presentation, pointing at the screen. She said, "Youth brings innovation. We don't need you anymore." Travis mocked. "Bro, that's enough." A few board members chuckled quietly, the atmosphere tense. I scanned the room, knowing all was prearranged. I nodded slightly, saying, "I understand, we'll clear my office." Celeste raised an eyebrow, expecting anger or loss of control. I walked to my office, calm, outwardly composed. Sunlight streamed through the windows, reflecting off the glass. Travis swirled his coffee cup, expression scornful. I sat at my desk, opening drawers to check documents. Emilio's old signature was clear on the contracts. Addendum 12B confirmed my shareholding. Celeste thought she controlled everything, unaware she was deceived. I closed my notebook gently, eyes resolute. The office was silent, only my breathing audible. I smiled inwardly, knowing tomorrow would be the real show. I had worked my way up from the bottom for 10 years, managing every detail of the company, day and night. Overnight work, negotiations, logistics, supply chain, handled personally. I missed my wife's birthday and my father's funeral for the company. Emilio once called me his son, full of trust. After Celeste took over, she distanced herself, my team reassigned. Meeting invites cancelled, emails copied to Travis. I quietly observed and recorded every move. Addendum 12B confirmed my intellectual property rights. I wrote the company's core software back-end algorithms, filed server patents, and signed licensing agreements to protect myself. Celeste thought firing me meant controlling the company's future. I quietly planned to make her realize her mistake. I checked every server backup, ensuring I held all the keys. I prepared to remotely shut down systems, halting her operations. I remembered saving the company from a $28 million crisis. After that deal, Emilio toasted loyalty and promised rewards. I kept disciplined, silent, waiting for the perfect moment. Every day I woke at 5, trained my body and mind. Nights spent studying finances and tech, perfecting backups. Everyone thought I vanished after leaving. I smiled inwardly. This was the start of my revenge. I knew my resources made them hesitate. At 8:03 a.m., the phone rang. Celeste panicked. I calmly instructed her to review Addendum 12B. Back-end servers, client systems, logistics, all paralyzed. Celeste screamed. Orders failed, fulfillment stalled. Travis tried to access the system, found he couldn't log in. I emailed all shareholders, exposing Travis's fraud. PDF contained bank transfers, investment misuse, and recordings. Travis promised to destroy evidence, but it was too late, shocking the board. Stock prices fell, suppliers canceled, market confidence collapsed. Celeste begged me to fix things. I stayed silent. Don Alberto rushed back to the board. Everyone stood in respect. He coldly looked at Celeste, asking about the narrator's whereabouts. Celeste stammered, saying he tried to ruin the company. Don Alberto sat, instructing to contact me for help. I answered, confirming the recovery protocol in hand. I demanded CEO authority as a condition to return. Celeste silently lowered her head, unable to argue. Next day I walked into the boardroom in a tailored suit. Announced the removal of Travis and his allies, reversing improper decisions. I reactivated systems, restoring client orders and operations. Optimized processes, restructured, increased company efficiency. Activated final contract clauses, cash buyout of $38 million. Celeste shocked, speechless, Alberto pale. Everyone understood the contract left me unstoppable. I left the company building, Celeste followed, asking why. I replied, "You fired me, destroyed the foundation I rebuilt." I entered the waiting car, heading to the future, company under my control. Invested part of the funds in startups, supporting entrepreneurs. The rest hidden with partners, retired by the sea. Celeste lost control. Her company fell into consulting. Don Alberto alive, but powerless against my plan. Travis disappeared. Everyone knew I had exposed him. I smiled looking ahead, my victory complete. All betrayers trembled before my revenge. Company order restored, I controlled resources, ultimately exiting. Every agreement, every document pointed to my triumph. Revenge wasn't just money, it was reclaiming power and dignity. Celeste and Travis forced to admit mistakes, beyond repair. I stepped into a new life, fearless, looking forward. 10 years of effort finally earned true freedom and justice. I walked toward the sea, embracing the unknown, full of confidence. The story ended with my victory, no looking back. Every preparation, every patience, became today's achievement. Sea breeze brushed my face, salty, filled with freedom. Waves crashed on rocks, like a rhythm of triumph. I sat on the rocks, watching the sun rise slowly. Memories of Celeste and Travis's scorn faded. I opened my notebook, recording new business ideas. Contracts, investment plans, project concepts neatly organized. I felt the power of control and clarity of thought. Past humiliation transformed into silent motivation. Plan next quarter's business expansion and team building. Every detail carefully considered. I looked at the city lights in the distance, heart at peace. Memory and reality intertwined but didn't shake me. Walking the beach, reflecting on life and business balance. Sunlight sparkled on the waves. I smiled, appreciating 10 years of effort. Celeste and Travis's shadows vanished completely. Sand underfoot solid and firm. No resentment, only calm and confidence. I realized true victory is self-mastery. Not revenge, but creating oneself. Sea breeze lifted my hair and coat. I inhaled deeply salty air, feeling freedom. Every step on the path of future and hope. Closed notebook, looked to the horizon. Sun meeting the sea, symbolizing a new life. I knew I could face whatever comes. Slowly walked to the shoreline, ready for new opportunities. Each wave a reminder to persist. I smiled, recalling all past hardship and betrayal. They became the source of today's strength and wisdom. Standing on the rocks, greeted the morning light with confidence. Victory isn't instant, it's long-term accumulation. Freedom, dignity, wealth earned through patience and wisdom. I walked home, calm and resolute. Sea breeze guiding the way forward. I had become the master of my own destiny. The story closed on my victory, no regrets. Every move calculated, flawless. Celeste and Travis could no longer affect my world. My life clear, free, fully mine.